Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey family, come on in, you guys. Welcome, come on in, come on in. I decided to come on a little bit early today to knock this out. I know some people's like, oh my goodness, she comes on whenever she wants to. But no, I got to get ready for work, and I got to be prepared for school in the morning, so I don't want to forget anything. So I want to start getting that stuff packed up and ready to go. I want to thank the people that came in first. Sonja Watts was in the building. You know, she's number one. Margie Mack is number two, and Lisa Calhoun is number three. You got tickets here. So Sonja Watts, your ticket is 7929453. Margie Mack, your ticket number 7929454. You go, girl. And Lisa Calhoun, you go. 7929455. I appreciate you guys coming on in. She says, love me my... Who is that? Crochet. Okay, we got three. Hey, my three rosebuds. How you doing? So I want to congratulate those three for getting tickets. And yes, we're already starting to buy all those gift cards. And some of those gift cards are not going to be eating places. They're just going to be money. Money. So make sure you come in here. The first three gets free tickets. And they go into the thing, and that settles that. And hey, when somebody say, did I get a ticket in there? Well, you got a ticket in there today. So congratulations those three, Sonja Watts, Margie Mack, and Lisa Calhoun. Thank you guys for showing on up. I wanted to talk a little bit about this trial that's going on. They're on break. They were supposed to be on break for just a little bit, and it just seems like they got in a little trouble. Well, the young lady named Kayla, that is allegedly the state's star witness, the state is attacking Kayla, saying, Kayla, you're lying to us. This baby died prior to what you're telling us, and you did it. You were there. They're trying to say that Adam Montgomery wasn't even there. And I'm wondering, why are they saying that? Because Adam ain't even in the building. Adam won't even come and look. So, you guys, if you're not watching this trial, you have to watch it. It's turning flips, and you know, Kayla's on there crying and crying and crying, you know, acting like she, you know, she was just so scared. She just so scared, but she wasn't scared enough to, while Harmony was getting beat down, guess what Kayla was saying? Let's go to Burger King. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something, and I'm just saying this, but it's true. It is so true. If you see a man and he's punching a baby, the only thing you can say is, let's go to Burger King. I told him to stop, and well, she said, I put my hand up there and I told him to stop, and he gave me this evil eye. And then I shut up. But your kids is back there. What if he was punching your kids? You just gonna say, let's go eat at Burger King? So I'm not understanding how this woman named Kayla has not got no charges when it comes to, you guys were supposed to protect this baby. You guys were the parents when her mother wasn't there and nobody else was there. You guys wanted this child so bad. Or no. See, that's what people want you to think. Like she's crying because she misses her kids. She's crying because she haven't seen her kids. She's not crying about this child. She put the child, she trying to say that Adam put the baby in this bag, and then and here's the sad thing, you guys. If she was so disgusted in this whole thing, she's saying that Adam told her to bring the bag to his job. She put the bag in the stroller, the baby stroller, so she was hiding the child too. She was hiding the deceased child too. Allegedly, this is what she's saying. I do not know why and how this woman do not got charges. For the life of me, other than, you know, her, whatever you want to call it, she got, wow, I'm lost for words. Yes, she knew exactly what she was doing. She was hiding this dead baby, and she didn't want to go to jail, which I understand that. But if you didn't kill the baby, see, I'm going to tell you guys something. Adam ain't showing up because Adam done told her, you know, I'll take it. I'm going to tell you something about women, and some people get mad at me because I'm a woman myself. But one thing I cannot do, I cannot go with you on a lie, knowing I know the truth and you know the truth. Now, you can get mad at me all you want. I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not going to do it for anybody. I will quit jobs. I will not show up. I'll tell you, and if you're not understanding what I'm saying, and things ain't changed, and you're just acting like, oh, you're just gonna go with it, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not. And you can get mad and you can tell everybody whatever lie you want to tell them, but I'm not gonna be there because I'm not in agreement with it. I'm gonna tell you guys something I learned a long time ago, and it gets me in a little trouble. Just like right now, I had to find a whole brand new job because I would not lie or let somebody lie on me or be in agreement with their lie. That's how that works. And I know what world I'm in. I'm in the world where, you know, evil right now is walking amongst us, and it it has a lot of influence on everybody, because everybody wants to eat, everybody wants to get paid, everybody, you know, wants a home and wants the car, and everybody wants that. But I guarantee you one thing: if you think that you're gaining something by doing that, you're wrong. You're wrong. It might help you out a little bit, or you seen Sally get helped, but when it comes down to it, what God, what God are you serving? Who God? See, everybody always, I'm a God-fearing person. I love the Lord. But the first minute that you want what you want, you ready to trade. You ready to trade what you know is the truth to what you want. And that's called selfish. And the Lord tells you, a man that loses his life trying to find his life, that's what happens. You're thinking that you're going to get somewhere by going with the people that lie, and the people that's wanting greed and wanting money and doing what they're doing. These people right here, all of them was doing drugs, okay? Every last one of them. I'm not talking bad about people who do drugs. I know a lot of people in my family. I know a lot of people, period, that do drugs. But I guarantee you, if you don't mess up, somebody around you will mess up, and you will find yourself in a bad situation just because somebody else. Sandra said, look at Cupcake Case. She turned on him. Hello? They will turn quickly. And then you'll be sitting there trying to cover up your lie, trying to make people believe what you believe. And this woman, she gonna sit there and say she love Adam. She just love Adam, and she's betraying Adam. And she wrote this letter called The Train. And she was arguing with herself and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And yes, the truth always come out. My 3 Buzz said the truth will always come out. A lie cannot stand. She said it can't stay hidden. It won't. They say the truth will come out. It will. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I love watching this trial, because this woman, if you pay attention to her, if you're watching, you pay attention to her, she's still lying. I can tell you, I know, I don't have to be there, because when her attorney's talking to her, she's all confident, she's crying. He done told her to put on the tears, and she's making herself cry. And some of it is real, but a lot of it is not real. Because why are you crying now? Because they're talking to you. You crying now, but you wasn't crying when Adam was hitting you upside the head, hitting the baby upside the head. Where was the crying? Because you scared. No, you're scared now because you might get some time slapped on you. She's looking to get out, March or May, somewhere. A month start with M. I can't remember which one it was. I think it's May. She's coming up for parole. And she's going to get out. And you know what? She had something to do with hiding this baby. I don't care if he told you to do it. You knew the baby was dead. And you walked this baby to his freaking job to help hide it. So you are in conspiracy with Adam. That's the way I see it. And I'm serious. I'm being honest with you. I'm not being mean towards this woman. We all been in bad, horrible, relationships, I would say. Some of us got out of it. Some of us still in it. Some of us, we had to divorce it. Some of us had to walk away from everything. And that's just the bottom line. And if, my mama told me that a real woman knows when to walk away. She knows when to leave. She knows when to leave. I've had to leave a whole house because of abuse. I mean, the dog, everything was in my name. Every couch, wash machine, dryer, bedding, cookware, everything, refrigerator, stove. I left everything. And my mama told me, when you get tired of something, you gonna do something. You don't sit there and see somebody kill somebody, but you still crying you want to be with them. Now, I get it. People's like, oh, SP, you don't understand because you know you don't know, you just don't understand. If I told you guys my life story, you would sit back and not believe me. But I actually came exactly from this same situation, knowing that this person is doing some stuff. And you know what? You may not know all the details, but you know enough that guess what? They will, you gonna get it. You gonna get what they get. I'm just telling you. Sooner or later, you're gonna know too much and you can't leave. They ain't gonna let you leave. So you better get out as soon as possible. Trust me. She got Adam. Adam ain't no big dealer. Adam ain't no, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no mafia. He ain't no gang lord. He ain't no, what you want to call, Crips or whatever. He ain't none of that. Adam just a regular guy. He's just a regular guy, want his kids, spreading his love all over, and hitting women, hitting kids. So, you scared. You scared. What Adam gonna do to you? You know what I'm saying? Be with somebody a little bit more potent than Adam. Like somebody that is mafia. Somebody that is, when they have organized crime. Somebody that, is kings and, you know what I'm saying? When I say kings, people look at me crazy because they're like, kings? We don't got kings now, and not in the United States. But they call some of them kings. They call some of them lords, king lords and things. They have different things, names, you guys. I'm trying to tell you without trying to go off into my history, but that's what they call them. If you guys not understanding what I'm saying, you acting like you don't know or you don't want to know, but that's what they call them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about no little bitty gang like the Second Street Boys or the such. I'm talking about across the world. I'm talking about talking about California. You talking about Texas. You talking about Chicago. You talking about all these places. You know what I'm saying? Like mafias and I can't really right now think of what I'm trying to say, but you guys get what I'm trying to say because I try to get out of that and I'm out of it. Been out of it when I left my daughter's dad, and I've told you guys, he's very well known, and I never had a problem, and I just had to go and hide him for years and years and years until he went to jail, he went to prison, and hopefully he forget all about me, and they only see me here and there, but other than that, I just keep to myself, but I changed my whole life. But I wasn't doing anything, but he was. And I seen a lot of stuff. And you know what? If I would have continued to stay with him, I would end up in prison or in jail, So no, or dead. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him do things, and I knew a lot more than what I seen. He kept me a little bit blindfolded to the things that he did. Not saying he was scared of me. He just didn't want nobody to tell. Because, I am a woman. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, when you get scared, you will tell. Yes, I am glad I got out too. And then, did I think that, when he find me, would he take me out? Yeah. I thought that. My whole family would not tell him where I was. And I mean, he looked and he looked. And I had to go under different name, and yeah, I went under different name, and I stayed in the same town. And I went directly to work, and I came directly home. And back then they didn't have where you can order food and they bring food to you and this, that, and the other. A lot of people took advantage of me because I didn't want to go to the store. I never go to Walmart, and that's where I don't go to Walmart. Because if you go to Walmart, you're gonna see everybody. But anyway, you guys, I wanted you guys to know that if you're watching this, just pay attention because Kayla's lying. Kayla, you can tell she's lying. When her attorney is talking, she got her head down. She's like crying. Oh, tears just flowing. I mean, they just are flowing. Then when they up there at the judge's, podium, she's paying attention. Matter of fact, she scooted up. Then she scooted to the side. And she's sitting there, and I mean, she's attentive looking, hearing what they got to say. She knows that they know something. And I'm wondering if Adam's not coming because Adam told her he would take the fall. Well, Adam is taking the fall. Adam did show up. He's like, I don't care what they say. Y'all can say what you want to say because he got 30 years already on the gun charges. So he's thinking to himself, I ain't going to get out no way. So whatever she say, she can't say I wasn't there for her. So he's still showing his truth and love. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing, PS? And Zena, I see you in the building. She said, I have to hide for my family for years. Running hot. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And I had just had a baby, PS. I was pregnant. I was 6 months pregnant when I left. And you know what? I did not show back up until I had that baby. I was in the hospital, and he came to the hospital, but he couldn't do nothing to me in the hospital. When I got out the hospital, that was it. You know what I'm saying? I did not see that man again. My daughter was about 14. 14 years done went by. You understand what I'm saying? And he was like, let's just be together. He done had other kids, same age as my daughter. So that tells you he wasn't faithful either. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known none of that. Adam doing the same thing. And he did drugs, sold drugs. And he wasn't no little bitty this, little bitty that. But anyway, and I'm used to that, you guys. I know maybe I didn't get hit a lot or whatever because my family is all into that. So they don't play that. So I mean, it started really small, like a little, like a push, and then next thing I know, it's like a little slap, and then it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I never do that again. And I never had black eyes and broken arms and stuff like that. But sometimes the men know what they're doing because sometimes they'll hit you where nobody else can see them bruises. And me being a dark complected female and African American, you're not gonna see them bruises on me like that. Now, if I was mixed or light skinned or whatever, oh yeah, you would have known. But a lot of people don't want to know. I had a girlfriend. She came to work all the time. I turned around. She came to work with a black eye and 2 black eyes and all this other stuff. And I tried to help her, but come to find out, her man was hitting her, but he was hitting her because she was on drugs really bad, and she was taking the baby's money and taking the baby's toys and taking the baby's milk and formula and selling it and all this other stuff. I did not know that, but I found out, and she was a friend of mine, and I'm a godmother of her child, and her child is probably grown now. But it do get worse. Yes, PS. It do not get better. You hope it's gonna get better, but After the first little lick or hit or whatever, get out of there. You know, they say get out of Dodge. So I'm just looking to see if they're gonna give her some more time. I'm gonna be very angry, and I am, and I might have to get over it. But I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be very angry if she don't get no time. So I gotta share something with you guys, and I didn't save it. And I want to share this new story, and it's a new story, you guys. And it just happened over the weekend. I think it was on February the 8th. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. If I could find the darn thing. A woman, she put her baby in the microwave. Yes, she did. No, not in the microwave. I'm sorry, not in the microwave, but in the oven. In the oven in Kansas City. Okay? In the oven. I don't know why I was saying microwave. I was looking at some. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SB, I was wondering when you was going to bring that up with Miss Bell and Bell's Robert, California. You know, she put the baby in the oven. We're going to speak out in the freedom. I said, I don't know what she was smoking, and if that oven was hot, and that baby hadn't been dead before she put it
Well,
in
you know that day was the day that she did it. Was her birthday. She had put on Facebook she was gonna turn it up. She was gonna turn the F up. And yeah, so she must have went and got really lit on her birthday. A 1-month-old baby. She mistakenly thought it was the crib and put the baby in the oven.
I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. That oven is lower than a crib. Yeah, cribs are low, but the oven is lower than a crib. And she put that baby in there. The baby was probably dead before she put it in there. And she had to make up a lie. Say she accidentally, you don't accidentally put a baby in an oven, a microwave, or what happened. Because that baby was alive. That baby would have screamed so loud, even in that oven, you would have came to your senses unless she was just bugged completely out. When I heard that, I was angry, and they had arrested her. I don't know if they're going to charge her, what they're going to charge her with, but they should let her get off.
You know, when the police showed up, she done took the baby out the oven, put the baby in the car seat. The baby's clothes was burnt and melted on the baby, and the baby was burnt and everything. And she told the neighbors, I accidentally put the baby in the oven. I thought it was the crib.
No.
She was that high.
She's crazy. She's crazy. If she think that that's gonna fly, no. When did she become unhigh? And then to know she was dead at delivery, she said she take the fifth. So you know enough to take the fifth. You knew what you had done.
Yeah, her name is Mariah Thomas, like April Thomas. Her name is Mariah Thomas.
Another crazy one.
26 years old, 26.
Yeah, then there's another one. I don't know if that's Kansas City too. She was beating kids, got ready to cut one's tongue. I said, what is wrong? She was beating up the boyfriend or the husband. I was like, and the little boy, she was trying to put the 3-year-old in the oven, and the other little brother was trying to fight her to get that baby away from her. He did get the baby away from her. Not that it had putting it up. Now, if the little He knows you don't put a baby in the oven and fighting his mother. And she said, I'm going to cut your fingers off or something. I said, what's wrong with these darn women? These evil doers out here. And I mean, the babies are it's just a all not thing on babies.
Yep, it is. It is. It is.
Then the shooting spree in Memphis. Memphis setting it on Texas too. Another shooting this morning in Texas. I'm saying, what is going on? Because the guy, he gonna go to the church in Memphis, and I'm not the shooter. I'm not the shooter. And when they had locked that door, he shot at that church to try to get in there. But you lied and say you're not the shooter, so you ain't say church.
Are you talking about that one pastor? What's his name?
No, you talking about Osteen.
Osteen.
A woman coming there with a long rifle and was shooting up in there. But then yesterday it was a shooting spree in Memphis, and the guy went to the church to try to get in, and they locked that door, and they wouldn't let him in, so he shot to try to get in the church. That's so much going on. Osteen's such a mega church. I guess that supersedes the ones in Memphis.
Right.
And she go to that church. Was this here? They say she had wrote on her gun, "Free for Palestine, or whatever." It was written on that gun. So
right.
What was she trying to say? And did the police shoot the little 5-year-old, or she shot him?
We don't know yet. We'll see.
The world's gone stone crazy.
Yep. I got your number. Oh, I didn't put it in there, but let me see if I can. Here's your number, 7929456.
I messed up my train of thought with these crazy behind women and these folks going into churches. I mean, because when I go to church, I put my gun in my purse and I don't sit by the back door. I'll sit behind the back door. So if somebody come up, I ain't trying. I mean, I love God and I feel I'd be safe, but I'm not going to take no chance.
Right.
It's getting pitiful. But the Bible speaks of this too.
Yes, it does. It does. It just, everything's coming to pass.
Yeah, it is. But let me get back in the chat. Y'all couldn't see me because I was watching on TV.
All right.
So we came with that baby burned up like that. I said, Jesus Christ, Lord save him.
Yep.
Let me get back in the chat, Miss Lady.
All righty.
All right.
Thank Val for calling in. I'm going to read a little bit of this, you guys, because I wanted you guys to understand we will be following this case because this hits home. A Kansas City mother was charged in the death of her 1-month-old baby after she allegedly accidentally placed the child in the oven instead of the crib, the prosecutor office said Saturday. Mariah Thomas, 26, was charged with Class A felony of endangering the welfare of a child in the first degree in the death of her baby, Prosecutor Jean Peter Baker said in a news release. Around 1:30 p.m. Friday, that'll be on the 9th, Kansas City police responded to a report of a non-breathing infant at a residence, according to the charges filed by the prosecutors. They arrived at the scene to find a 1-month-old child with apparent burns and thermal injuries laying in a car seat near the front door. The police were told the mother of the child was putting the child down for a nap and accidentally placed the child in the oven instead of the crib. The Kansas City Fire Department and EMS responders who were also present on the scene rendered aid and declared the infant dead at the scene. Thompson's parents, with whom she lived, told detectives that they were at work when the incident occurred, as per the charging documents. The suspect's father told the police that his daughter called him around lunchtime asking him to rush back home because something was wrong with the baby. So the suspect's father, so she done called the father and said something's wrong with the baby. Oh Lord. See, you get a little bit more information the next day. He said when he arrived back home, he could smell smoke inside the house and found his granddaughter deceased. When Thompson's father asked her what happened, she said, I thought I put the infant's name is redacted, but I think the baby's name is like the mother's name is Mariah, and I think it's a little girl, and I think her name is like Araya too, but it's something else like Zeriah or something. But anyway, I thought I put the baby in her crib, and I accidentally put her in the oven as per the charge sheet. This is a suspicious death investigation at the time, said the Kansas City Police in a statement. Detectives want to make sure to gather all evidence with this opportunity to ensure the case is able to be investigated in the event the medical examiner ruled the cause of the death a homicide. It is not yet clear if Thompson had enlisted an attorney yet. According to Missouri state law, she could face anywhere from 10 years to life in prison if convicted. We appreciate all the first responders who worked at the scene and the prosecutors who went to the scene in order to issue these charges. We acknowledge the gruesome nature of the tragedy, and our hearts are weighed by the loss of this precious life. We trust the criminal justice system to respond appropriately to these awful circumstances. Now, I wanted to talk about this when I seen this. I don't know how somebody could mistakenly put a baby. You thought you put the baby in a crib, but you put the baby in the oven. And just like Miss Val said, even if you put the baby in the oven, you turned the oven on. Because was you got the munchies, and so instead of what was you putting in the oven to eat or cook? This girl, she got a whole bunch of. Hey, this is SP. What's going on?
Hello, SP. This is Sonya. She lied. She know that oven was on. She felt that heat. I'm just sick of these lies. I put in the chat. If we start doing this eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, they'll cut some of this out. Because you knew that baby, that oven was hot.
Exactly. What made her? That is the stupidest lie I ever heard.
It is. That's a made-up lie. She sit there and thought of something to say, but she lying. I'm sick of them getting away with it, and then you have to do all this trial and everything when that is just obvious. She knew where she was putting her baby. She knew.
And the funny thing about it is, she done called her father from work and told him to come home.
Yeah. So you knew. And then it'll come up with a master plan to say, that's the dumbest thing they could have came up with.
I wonder if the baby was already deceased before she stuck that baby in the oven.
And they should be able to tell that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by examining that baby, they should be able to tell it. Because it seemed like she trying to cover up something she already had done.
Trying to act like I was high and I thought I was putting the baby in the crib and I stuck the baby in the oven. Girl, I done forgot kids at the daycare. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then drove home and be like, oh my God, I got to go back across town and get the kids.
Yeah.
I done forgot something like that, but I ain't never forgot and stuck them in the freezer or in the oven or in hot water or water by itself, you know?
Yeah, she lied.
She lying.
Yeah, and she thinks she's going to get away with that lie. But I hope when they do the autopsy, it shows that baby was already deceased.
You know what? They were posting a lot of the things that she posted on Facebook, and she just kept showing her baby. It's just me and the baby. I'm going to be the best. Matter of fact, she said in 2024, coming into this year, I'm going to be the best mother ever. It's just me and the baby. The baby's a princess, and she took pictures all the time. I mean, you could tell, but you could tell something ain't right with this girl. Like, mentally, she probably, I don't know who got her pregnant, but she probably didn't need to have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I hear that, it's just too many excuses for them. You know, even if you wasn't supposed to have kids, you got this baby. If somebody recognized that she was not supposed to have kids, they need to, you know, get her some help, get that baby some help. And that's the problem I'm having. Nobody is really looking out for the kids. When we see them out and stuff, you know, just like that woman did in Walmart, you know, you try to tell them, but a lot of times people don't want you to get involved in their situation, and they tell us to stay out of it.
Well, you know, it's because they're not listening. Like, nobody's doing their job. Even on Harmony, Kevin, Adam's brother, called in to CPS anonymously and said the baby got a black eye.
And CPS is just worried about, I know, because I work right there with them, you know, in the job field that I did. All they worried about is documentation, because they got to get a check from the state. So other than just really worrying and being concerned about the child, they not. I know that for a fact. They are not. It's all about documentation and enrolling and how many you got on that, you know, on your you know, your payroll for that week. But it's sad. These poor babies do not deserve none of this. And no, some of these people shouldn't be mothers. A lot of them shouldn't be.
You're right. You're right.
And then since they taking so much dope and drugs and all that, how about we get a pill for them not to have no children? How about that?
Yeah, but
Since we gonna go this road and we gonna blame everything on drugs, then give them a pill that they can't have no more children. No.
are you watching the Harmony trial and you seeing Kayla up there crying all the time?
Girl, if Kayla don't quit that crying, I don't know what to do. I'm not feeling Kayla. She can cut that out. I'm not feeling Kayla. Kayla, get up. You going in.
But you know, the time she's trying to say Adam was beating Harmony, she was asking to go to Burger King.
Yes. She didn't come.
She didn't. And you know, they have not charged her.
Nope.
And then she put the baby in the baby basket or whatever, the baby stroller, and took the baby to his job so he could put the baby in the freezer.
And girl, I'm just tired of the excuses. And the excuses are they don't have enough, you know, people. But you know, we could do this into grandparents. You know, grandparents. You could have, you know, start paying them, even though they're old. You start paying them, and they do checks at these people's houses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That would really help. We got to come up with some solutions, but all we doing is just know the facts, and it's really. I can tell you right now, it's overwhelming when you get in it. It really is, because it's nonstop with children having children.
Exactly.
That's where we're at right now in this generation. So, you know, by the time we get the help for one family, two more them put them in the oven and, you know, all that old stuff. It's sad. It's really sad. It hurts, though, SP. We have to listen to these stories. It began to really, really hurt. Here's another one.
Yeah.
When you know that girl knew what an oven is, and you knew that oven was hot, why? I just don't feel sorry for them. I cannot serve on the jury because they would have mine put her in jail, lock her up for eternity. I don't care.
Yeah.
We don't want her to have no more babies.
Well, I think these mothers don't know how to be mothers, and this world already has them that they're trying. They find themselves getting pregnant, having the baby, and then you know, trying to do something that they have no clue. It's overwhelming.
I think a lot of it is just their pleasure, and then on drugs and different stuff, they don't really want these babies.
No, they don't.
Really want them. That's my concern. You know, because just like me, I had worried. I knew I didn't want no more hollering and getting up in the morning.
Right.
So I just had one. That's enough, Lord. Thank you. And
Exactly. And I was the same way when I had my first baby. I was so happy. I was like, yay, yay, yay. And everybody was happy, and I was buying little dresses and taking pictures and doing video. And then when I had the second one, I was like, oh my goodness, what did I just do?
Yeah, and see, that's why I thank the Lord every day that I had enough sense to say, hey, you don't want to get up no more. You don't want no baby disturbing your peace. So
Exactly.
I had that one and final. This is good. Thank you, Lord. So
Exactly.
we need more people like that. But these young people just, I think a lot of times they don't have nobody to take care of them when they were babies. So they grow up and they're not connected to me. It's like they didn't get that connection when they were babies.
Right.
But I'm gonna get off of here. I love y'all, and y'all take care.
All
I just
right.
have to come in when you said that. Your girl helping, she know about the husband.
Girl, accidentally. Even the police saying it was an accident.
They stupid like us. They don't have nothing else to do. They so immune to it. That's another thing. They're immune to it.
Yeah.
But we're not. We're moms, so this does affect us.
Right. You're right.
But I will see you in the chat.
All right. Thank you for calling in.
Yes.
All right.
Later.
Later. You guys, I was surprised when I read it for myself and they said it was an accident. They said the baby had apparent thermal injuries on various parts of her body. The probable cause statement says she was clothed in a bodysuit over a diaper, and the clothing appeared to have melted to the diaper. The clothing was very dirty, possibly burnt. On the backside, the affidavit said a baby blanket with significant burn marks was found in the living room. Cornea, I don't know why I'm saying Cornea because my auntie's name is Corrine. I got an auntie named Corrine. So Corrine, whose family has lived in the neighborhood for 3 years, told the news that the block is typically a quiet one, packed with children who played outside. She said she heard someone yelling in distress Friday, and then the sound of emergency sirens. And the next thing you know, I just heard, they're gone. They're gone, said Corrine, she's 31, who has been staying with her family member for the past couple of months. She said she suspected the investigation involved a child when she saw a police officer holding a baby carrier. I thought I saw some kind of bag or something covered up in it. A spokeswoman with the Department of Social Service did not respond to the email. Okay. The endangerment charge against Thomas comes weeks after another Kansas City child died under suspicious circumstances. So, let me see this one. On November 27, 5-year-old Grayson O'Connor was found dead in a downtown Kansas City alley behind the Grand Boulevard Lofts at 10th Street and Grand Boulevard. Officers looked up to see an open window on the 17th floor of the building. Detectives went inside the apartment to find 27-year-old Corrine O'Connor underneath a wide open window that was covered in chocolate. Neighbors have said Grayson was often hungry and neglected. Others saw signs of physical or verbal abuse and said red flags were raised to police and state social services over the years. Corrine was also charged with child endangerment resulting in death, a Class A felony that carries a maximum punishment of life in prison. She is accused of removing the window stops in her apartment, causing her son to fall to his death. The baby is the fourth young child, including Grayson, killed in Kansas City in 2 years. In mid-February of 2022, officers went to a home in the 7300 block of Indiana Avenue after a woman called 911 and said the devil was trying to attack her. Police found blood leading from the sidewalk to the front door. An officer was able to look inside the house and see a severed head. Police forced their way in and found Tasha in the kitchen with blood in her hands and feet. A search warrant application at the time said her son, Cavell Stevens, was just 6 years old. Prosecutors charged her with first-degree murder and armed criminal. Case remains pending through 2 years of lengthy delay. In August, a Jackson County judge suspended proceedings following evaluation by the Missouri Department of Mental Health, suggested that she lacked the capacity to proceed with the case. In November of the same year, Kansas City police found Ivy House, who was just 6 days from her 5th birthday, wrapped in blanket inside an apartment bedroom in the 5700 block of St. John. Her malnutrition body was already decomposing. Ivy's twin sister, also inside the apartment, was malnutrition and unresponsive when police arrived. She survived. The girl's mother, Adair Fish, is scheduled to stand trial early next month. She's charged with 2 counts of Class A felony child abuse or neglect and 2 counts of felony child endangerment. Man, this stuff is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. People just, having kids is a huge responsibility. I'm looking up, you guys. Hey, woke to God, how you doing? We're talking about the baby that the woman mistakenly, allegedly, accidentally put the baby in the oven. She put the baby down for a nap in the oven, mistakenly. The baby was pronounced dead at the scene of the crime. That's what I'm looking up the information on. If you came in here late, hey, Soldier Girl, how you doing? Marsha Poole, I know, I'm early. I have to do that sometimes. A mother has been charged with a felony after she allegedly put her 1-month-old baby down for a nap in an oven, causing her death. This is in Kansas City. The woman, identified as Kansas City, Missouri resident Mariah Thomas, put her newborn baby daughter in the oven earlier this week. Okay, according to the release, police found the child on Friday after responding to a 911 call that reported a non-breathing infant. Upon their arrival, officers discovered the baby with apparent burns. Authorities was told that Thomas was putting the child down for a nap and accidentally placed the child in the oven instead of the crib. The Kansas City Fire Department, which also responded in the scene, alleged crime, declared the baby dead at the scene. A criminal complaint states that the 1-month-old baby was found in the living room laying in a car seat just inside of the front door and had sustained apparent thermal injuries on various parts of the body. She was clothed in a bodysuit over a diaper. The clothing apparently to have melted into the diaper, and it was very dirty, possibly burnt on the backside, according to the complaint. A baby blanket with significant burn marks was also found on the property and collected by police, the complaint said. Before police was contacted, they said in their complaint the baby's grandfather returned home and could smell smoke in the home. He later found the baby dead in her crib. So they done took the baby out the oven, put the baby in the crib, take the baby out the crib, put the baby in the car seat. They didn't know what they wanted to do. She said, how do you accidentally place a child in the oven? That's what she's telling them. Mariah Thompson then allegedly said that she accidentally put her in the oven. Thompson now faces a Class A felony of endangerment and welfare of a child and the first-degree death of a child, according to the prosecutor. If found guilty, she will receive a minimum sentence of 10 years and a maximum of life. It is not immediately clear if Thompson has retained an attorney yet. So, we were talking about the baby, remember the one guy, that they were looking for, the one man that killed his wife. Allegedly, he had supposedly had killed his wife. and then took the baby, and then they found the baby in the snowbank. Um, I mean, all this stuff is happening. And this is all I see. I'm going to just share this with you guys real quick. See, in Michigan, a mother's now charged in accidentally shooting the death of her toddler son. In California, a daycare owner arrested after two children drowned in her pool. A day after welfare check, a 1-year-old Georgia girl is found dead in a pond. The mom is arrested. Mom accused of throwing a teenager sex party allegedly searched online for good books with young sex. A Georgia mom of 4 allegedly killed by husband one day after celebrating wedding anniversary. Parent of a 1-year-old who died following fentanyl exposure in daycare speaks out. It is too hard. We did that one. A Texas toddler was smothered to death by mom's boyfriend who staged scene to look like child fell from crib. Woman accused of killing mom because she wanted baby is now charged in fetus death. And a Georgia mom charged with murder after 7-year-old daughter found dead in a parent apartment closet like a mommy. Utah man who murdered wife and then injured 7-year-old daughter when girl tried to stop attack sent to prison. All this stuff is just all the stuff that has been happening lately, you guys. I don't. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. But that was just crazy. I just couldn't. I don't know why my phone is doing some crazy stuff. I snapped something and it's doing some really crazy stuff. Ohio toddler dies after mom allegedly leaves child home alone for 10 days. We've seen that one. But anyway, you guys, I wanted to share something, but I can't find it now. That what she was saying. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because they're all saying the same thing, but there's one in here that I first got. And let's see here.
Mistakenly put her down for a nap in an oven. 25.
Hold on.
A 1-month-old baby is dead in Kansas City, Missouri after her mother mistakenly put her down for a nap in an oven. 25-year-old Mariah Thomas is charged with endangering the welfare of a child. According to prosecutors, first responders saw burn wounds on the infant's body and declared her dead at the scene. A witness told authorities the mother accidentally placed the baby in the oven instead of the crib. No word yet on how that happened. If convicted, the mother could face 10 years to life in prison.
Now, you guys see how they just do that and say, like, it is nothing. They act like she covered that up. That's a cover up. That is a cover up, you guys. I wanted to share with you guys some of her things that she posted, because they went down into the post. But she said, I thought I put her in the crib and I accidentally put her in the oven. That's what she told her grandfather. And that's all they're saying. But, you know, this stuff is nothing It's not new news, you know. It's just not. I can't find the one part. Um, Maybe I can't find it, you guys. Anyway, when he returned home, after they said he could smell smoke inside of the house. I tell you guys, I don't wish nothing like this on nobody. I just don't. This is the last one. Maybe it's in this one right here. On Saturday, the mother allegedly killing the baby by putting the 1-month-old child in the oven. The mother, who's been identified by officials, is facing first degree. Charging documents say when the police initially arrived at the scene Friday, they noticed the baby was badly burned. They say the police were told that the mother was putting her down for a nap and accidentally placed the child in the oven instead of the crib. We appreciate all the responders. See, they don't say nothing. It's just like, okay, she put the baby in the oven. Okay, let's move on. Oh my God, this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I wanted to see. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it right now. Maybe it'll be here. Because I'm looking for something so I can share it with you guys before we get off of here. We appreciate... Nope, I can't find it now. For the life of me. They're just... the baby was found dead at the home in Kansas City. Oh my God. The baby is so cute. It was a little girl, you guys. I mean, we had the name and everything. That's why I tried to tell you guys. And the mama, oh, you could tell she's well. That's all they're saying. So we had got the first story, and that's why I could tell y'all just a little bit of what the baby's name was and everything, because now they done took them stories out. But it's a cute baby. It's a really cute baby. I'm gonna try to find her. But she was a loving mother. I'm just telling you guys. You know, she was a loving mother. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, you know, we're gonna get off of here, but I want to share something with you guys before we get off, because I know. First of all, how you guys like them Kansas City Chiefs? Don't get mad because Kansas City is in the building. I told you guys Kansas City was going to win. If you didn't believe me, the crib is in the bedroom, not the kitchen. How'd you guys like that Kansas City Chief game? You know we was going to win. If y'all don't know about Kansas, you don't hardly hear a lot, but I guarantee you, we did a weekend trip to Atlanta for my son's graduation gift. Oh, okay. That's cool. So anyway, you guys, So we won the Super Bowl once again. And if you betted anything other than Kansas City, I'm sorry for your loss there. She said, I told my son he would double his $22 bet. Yeah, I tried to tell y'all who was going to win because it wasn't because Taylor Swift was there and Kelsey, but you seen that she made sure she gave him a big kiss and everybody seen him and she just in love with him. And now Kelsey, he was at the game and he got to hollering at the coach and everything. I don't know what was going on with him hollering at the coach. But Kelsey used to date an African American girl, and she was like he's controlling and he's got control issues or whatever. But nevertheless, he's now with Taylor Swift, and Taylor's everybody loves Taylor. Well, not everybody, but some people love Taylor. I don't know. I don't too much particularly care for her music. I don't really know her music, so I can't say if she's good or bad. It's just if she was good, then maybe I would know about her. But anyway, yeah, I think it's all in the hype. But Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback, and I just knew we was gonna win at the last minute. I knew we was gonna win, but anyway, you guys, go Chiefs, go Chiefs. Oh, she said my feelings are hurt, but very good game. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry that I tried to tell you, you wanted to be with the 49ers and but you can't be a poor sport. You guys showed up, but you just got sent home. Sometimes you can show up all you want. If you're gonna come for Kansas City, you just don't knock us down. You better knock us out, cause we not bad now. We just not bad. This is our second time in a row. So we're gonna try to go for number 3. I don't know about us getting it the third time. People kind of get kind of bored. It's all about a money thing. You guys know that. So they let it win, whoever they want win, and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to get off of here. You guys, I'm going to try to get back in that courtroom and see what's going on. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate you guys and everybody that called in and everybody that came in and came in early. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave, and make sure you share it live, you guys.